Chesed. I love Chesed. And growing up, that was my Shabbat. Every Shabbat, me and my friends would go to the nursing home on East 7th and Avenue West, the Eliezer nursing home, and we would go and visit the people haphazardly, knock on random doors, and say, Shabbat Shalom, how are you? How you doing? How's it going? I want to tell you a great story. So there was once a man, I think I told the story one time. His name was Mr. C. Told the story about Mr. C. Listen to this. Mr. C had a stroke, lo aleinu. His entire right side was gone. He was not able to talk. And we used to go visit Mr. C. And we used to walk into Mr. C in the beginning. Nobody knew what he was saying. We couldn't communicate with him. And he used to make noises, insinuating and hinting to us what he wanted to say. And every Shabbat we would go there, we would joke with him, make him laugh. And every single Shabbat we'd go there and cheer him up. And every Shabbat we'd go, and over time we understood his motions. We were able to communicate freely with him. We understood everything that was going on with him. Well, after high school, I went to Bet Midrash, and I lost touch with Mr. C. And a couple of years later, we found out Mr. C passed away. And we went to the Shiva house. And his daughter told me this phenomenal story. Listen to this. He said Mr. C was on his deathbed. And he was out. He was in a coma. He was unconscious. And he was holding on for life. And nobody understood why. The daughter came there and she told him, Dad. And he wouldn't pass away. She said, okay, maybe he's waiting for his nephews. She called the nephews, the nieces, and all the siblings, and everybody came. And she said, okay, Dad, they're all here. And he was still holding on. Well, a bunch of visitors, volunteers, they kept going every Shabbat. They heard that Mr. C was in ICU. And they went to go visit him. And they got through, I don't know how they were able to get into the ICU. And the daughter said, look, the crowd that comes every Shabbat, they're here to see you. And at that moment, he opened his eyes. He looked around. He closed his eyes and passed away. Who was he waiting for? And I always say, more than we ever did for Mr. C, Mr. C did for us. Because the happiness that was planted in us, that blossomed every Shabbat, is indelible in my mind. That's the way I spent my high school career. Every Shabbat with my friends. And sometimes I went, it was a snowstorm, I would go with 2 people. And when it was nice outside, we had 70 people walking around that nursing home, saying hello, Shabbat Shalom to everybody. Because it makes you feel good. Yes, it's nice to be generous. But more than we gave them, they gave to us.